Taurus, and welcome to your October general reading. I do my love readings separately. They'll be out in a few days, and you can contact me directly. My email's in the About section of the channel. So, what you most want in the month of October is success and victory. The sixes are about balance. So after the fives and all the disharmony of the fives, and Taurus, I know you've been having a lot of fives for the last couple of months. This six is about restoring balance and success into your life. So this is your biggest desire. The energy that is supporting you this month is the Lover's card. I am really sorry, I've got a really sore throat. So the Lover's card, I've got a feeling is about relationships for you. It also represents choices that has to be made. There's a choice to either follow your heart or your head. That's what the choices is. It's a Gemini card. So for some Taurus, you might feel a bit torn in different directions. But this is the card that is helping you reach this Six of Wands, this balance, this feeling of victory and having overcome past difficulties. So really good supportive energy for you right through the month of October. You enter October with two cards, Seven of Discs and the Nine of Cups. So the Seven of Discs is an energy of waiting, okay? I really like the Seven of Discs. It's not, all the work's been done here. Yeah, you can see really clearly all the work's been done. This is a lush field. And all these crops are ready to be picked. But the energy is always not quite yet, okay? So there's quite a lot of contemplation. And I think what you're contemplating, Taurus, is the Nine of Cups energy, which is the heart chakra. It's the wish-fulfilling energy, but particularly to do with our heart. So emotionally, what do you want in your life? Because most of us think that we know what we want, but when it comes down to it and being specific, very often most of us can answer that question. So the Nine of Cups is the wish-fulfilling chakra, which is the heart chakra. So maybe spend some time on this card. What do you really want? What do you really want if money wasn't an option? What do you really want if you could have anything you wanted? Spending time on that exercise is so revealing. Because as I said before, what you most want is this Six of Wands, this sense of victory, this sense of overcoming. And I think particularly for some Taurus, it's an emotional issue. Because there seems to be this Lover's card is a supportive energy, which I've said before, it can be an actual relationship, or it can be a choice between your head and your heart that has to be made. In the Lover's card, he follows his heart and he automatically becomes enlightened. So sometimes the Lover's card is about going against our ingrained habits and being true to our own selves and our own destiny. And that's a lot easier said than done sometimes, Taurus, because we're always being conditioned and we're always following what we think we need to do rather than what our heart tells us we need to do. Now your challenge is the Ten of Cups, which is really interesting. So getting to this victory and this energy around the Lover's card is there's a challenge on the Ten of Cups would be a completion card. So maybe there's someone you've met that you like, but bringing this relationship into a much more concrete stage is a challenge Maybe it's a challenge to feel this happy ever after card, whatever that means, because that means so many different things to different people. But there seems to be a challenge in getting this sense of completion, and I'm going to ask why, okay? Why, what is the challenge? Okay, Taurus, you're not going to like me. Four of Discs as a holding back here. And I don't know if it's you holding back or whoever this lover person is, or this need to hold on to the past is preventing you from following your heart, from following your true calling. I know I get this card an awful lot for you, Taurus, okay? But clinging to the old is what we all do. And protection is something that we all do, okay? It's what we do. It's hardwired into our system. But that's what's preventing you getting to this Ten of Cups, this sense of happiness, this sense of fulfillment, which is either going to be emotionally or it might be work related, because you've got a couple of very interesting cards when it comes to work. So around relationships, you pulled the King of Pentacles. You'll have to check out my love readings for a clearer reading. So he'd be one of the earth signs, as you know, guys, okay? Sorry, I forgot Taurus. Male or female, it's not specific, but because you're pulling this card in your relationship house, this King of Pentacles would be about creating stability. He's a really stable king. Now, the thought that comes to my head is he does nothing in a hurry. He's so slow, okay? So he probably moves twice a year. So maybe there's a really slow energy in your relationship house, and that's what's causing the Ten of Cups to be the challenge, that there's not much happening, or there seems there's not a lot happening. But that's not really the case for this King of Pentacles. He just doesn't move fast. But when he does, it's the sort of King of Pentacles that we all want, because it's real, it's stable, it's concrete, and it's long lasting. So he's sort of the energy that we want, even though he can be terribly frustrating. So I'm not quite sure how this is all turning out for you guys. Now in your work house, you got two cards. I pulled you two because I was a little bit confused. Because the first one was the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups can be about grieving over something that's been lost. Okay? Maybe something's not quite turned out the way you want it. But if you look, there's 3 cups and there's 2 new ones behind him. But the Five of Cups is about being in a process of change. But you're right in the middle of it because you're a 5, okay? And that's probably why you want the 6 so much. You want the sense of victory. So something's going on in your work house, and I'm not quite sure what it is here. Sometimes it's about not getting everything that you want. Because I pulled an extra card, and you got the King of Wands. So another king. So 2 really powerful energies, okay? About mastery. This is either going to be a fire sign person who's creating this sense of loss, or this is you, Taurus, really going towards your goals. He'd be like the life coach. Yeah, he'd be that about actualizing all your potentials. He's fire, he's driven, he's got a goal in mind, and that goal is all about the actualization of your potentials, like that 6 of Wands. It's also about following your heart. But because of that 5's turned up there, maybe it's not quite as easy to follow your heart. And maybe there's a part of you still holding on to past security. Very, very interesting, Taurus. I really like your reading, by the way. Inner life, the Emperor, so a bit like that King of Wands again. It's the Emperor would be I will and I am. He's the Aries card. So he'd be the self-employed businessman, or a woman, sorry. Someone who wants to go out and build new structures. So I've got you really driven to create new foundations here. Maybe some Taurus have had to let go of some past security in order to follow an inner vision. And there's a little bit of fear and anxiety here. But this is about actualizing. You might be in process. I'm not saying the whole world's going to suddenly turn amazing for you in the month of October. The fives always point to being in process of change. Very, very interesting here. Now, how it's all ending up. First of all, Knight of Swords, rushing forward. Again, this could be hearing news or delivering news. Very, very impatient energy. So please be careful about this. Can be impulsive. I know it's a knight, but I definitely find this energy more like a page. I don't know why. It sort of rushes in where fools, you know, it's a very, very impulsive energy. So that's about hearing news or delivering news, but it's definitely full steam ahead. Eight of Cups, it's that search for something more, wandering, building, and then you get that sort of crossing a threshold to the Four card. Okay, three fours. There's an urge here, Taurus, to create some sort of new, something new in your life, some sort of new structure. And this is a new structure being built towards the end of October. Intense reading, by the way. I like it. There's a lot of power, an awful lot of power working on your behalf. I think the key card is this Lover's card. Again, it's either going to be a relationship or the desire to keep following your heart, your dreams. But it's coming, there's definitely a tension. And that's okay because you're in process with that five. Be careful of this Four of Discs. I'm not saying, you know, we can't override nature, and it's nature to sort of protect ourselves and hold on to security. But you're being urged by this Lover's card to evolve, either through a relationship or through following your heart's true path, Taurus, okay? Which is always huge because it's evolution and it means moving forward and letting go of the past. So it's quite a big challenge. But I really like your October reading, Taurus. I'll do your relationship readings in a few days. I'm going on holiday for a week, but I'll get them out. And I wish you all the best, Taurus. Okay? Loads of love. Bye.